Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. Today is livery day. We've got to get the livery and everything changed on the car exterior-wise to make this thing look amazing for the new season. We get to announce to you guys all the amazing sponsors that we're working with this year as well, which I'm super excited about because there's some pretty big companies in there that has been an absolute dream of mine to be able to one day work with, and we're finally doing it, which is amazing. But first of all, we got to get the aero back on the car, and we've been working on putting the replacement pieces on. So you can see the brand new side skirt on there, and then we're working on the fender and the rear bumper and all that stuff on. The stuff we damaged last year, then we're going to start pulling all of the livery off. We went to the home center, they didn't have any black screws, so we just bought what we could, and Daikie's going through with the permanent marker and making the heads all black. So should be good. Oh, trust me, there's a lot of FD cars out there that definitely have a bunch of permanent marker on them to hide little scratches and stuff like that, especially on black wheels, and I'm definitely a culprit for that, and I think everyone else is as well at some point. Sharpies, sometimes you can just fix so many little things on them and it just makes it look so much better. We moved the car over here so that we have more space to just focus and work on the stickers and the livery. And as you can see, the new aero on the car looks awesome. Seeing a fresh new side skirt, fresh new rear fender into a new bumper. Looks great. I know you guys already know, but it's a Yashio Factory Golf R aero kit, and it is the best, hands down, undisputed aero kit for an S15, in my opinion. And I'm sure a lot of your opinions as well. But yeah, Yashio Factory Aero, it's the best, and I'm very, very happy that way. Once again, obviously working with Yashio Factory and Okamura-san on the FD program this year. And of course, I don't think we're never gonna not have his aero kit on our cars because it's just the best freaking looking kit. Even with all the damage that's in the rear end from the previous owner, it still looks amazing. And if his kit doesn't fit, it's because something's wrong with the car. You can actually see here some things I'm gonna point out. There was a big hit in here before when Matty Hill drove it, I think in New Zealand, and you can see that the line here doesn't really match up. The livery kind of hides it well from a distance. And it's crazy, time and time again, when you put the Yashio Factory Aero kit on a car, if it doesn't line up properly, it's because something's funky about the body, whether it's been hit before and filled with putty or something like that. It's just how it works. As you can see, Daikie's already starting to pull the livery off, and at this point, we're probably gonna switch to a time lapse in black and white. But I wanna introduce to you guys one of our new sponsors for this year, Formula Drift J2, and it has literally been a childhood dream to work with this company, especially here in Japan. And I'm sure most of you guys already know, but let's go get the stuff. That's right. We are working with HKS this year, and I'm really, really excited. They're gonna be taking care of our maintenance side of stuff. So we've got their Premium Pro oil here. This stuff is amazing. And I just wanna quickly clarify, if you get the smaller, like 4-liter cans, it comes with that iconic kind of, like that HKS kind of livery look. But with the bigger 20-liter drums, it comes like this. They also hooked it up with the spark plugs. We have pretty much a whole year's supply of like the best spark plugs ever. I run these in all my SRs. They're amazing. These are number 9s. They're the M45i. Like I said, I run these on all my other cars. They're like my go-to plug. Okachan initially got me onto these, and then I pretty much just used them on everything. We even used these in the FD car last year. We've already got a fresh set in the car when we did maintenance yesterday with the oil change, and I'm sure you guys saw in the time lapse as well, we put the new HKS oil in. This stuff is actually incredible. It's kind of like neon colored as well. I love it. Usually I find if you put a bit of oil in between your fingers and kind of move it around, you can really like tell on the quality of the oil. Now, not on a chemical level, but just by touch and feel. And this oil is really good. And that's why obviously HKS is looking after us, because we need to change our oil after every single day that we use this car. So even though we do qualifying, we got to change the oil before we even get to the competition, just because of how much E85 kind of contaminates the oil. So really happy to be working with HKS. Once again, I used to dream of one day being able to somehow work with HKS. So to be able to actually be living in Japan, working with HKS, driving in Formula Drift J2 is just absolutely a dream come true. And this is only the beginning, and I cannot cannot wait to see where we end up in the next 5-10 years, especially working with brands like HKS. So it's probably grayscale time, and then we'll do the reveal. So there you guys go. Here is the new livery for the 2023 Formula Drift J2 season. And I'm sure you guys can tell, but a fair bit has changed about the livery, although the overall design of the livery with the water style from Demon Slayer is still on the car. And that's because, well, I love the water and I don't want to change that just yet. Maybe when we go to J1, we'll do something different. But as you can see, a lot of new companies on board that I got to quickly take you guys through. So let's go through it. First of all, GamerSupps is our title sponsor once again this year, so I'm super excited about. We changed up the logo. We made everything try to stand out a bit more. We learned our lesson from last time. So you guys know we also got the wiper cups on there, which is part of GamerSupps. And then our tier 2 sponsor is Be Forward. We did a video with Be Forward a while ago. They are literally Japan's biggest car exporter, not just talking about Japanese sports cars or anything like that, but everything. The amount of cars they ship out is insane. We got to go to their shipping dock and all that kind of stuff, and it was an epic video. I'll put the link down in the description so you guys can check that out. But Be Forward is pretty much the best exporting company in Japan. Be Forward doesn't just work with other businesses, they work with customers directly as well, and their customer service is next level. Most of the guys that you guys are talking to actually were drifters back in the day, including Masato that you guys met last time when we hanged out and filmed a video with them. But I'll give you guys some more information about Be Forward later. For now, let's move on to the next one. Of course, Yashio Factory. We run the Yashio Factory aero kit. Huge shout out to Okamoto-san. We've then got Garrett. Guys, Garrett turbos are the best. I run them on all my cars. And then of course, HKS. I just want to highlight something really quickly here. Working with Japanese companies like HKS and Be Forward is a huge deal. Not only if you were a Japanese resident is it a big deal, but even more so if you're a foreigner living in Japan. It's pretty safe to say that I'm the first foreigner in Japan to be working with these sponsors in the automotive scene. It's huge, and I'm just really, really humbled by the whole experience and everything. And we have literally been working so hard for this. So it feels really, really good to finally be kind of breaking down those barriers and making those relationships and making things like this happen. It's such a dream come true. Of course, once again, we've got Dafsky on the car in multiple places all over it. Best air fresheners, we just dropped and released a new collab scented can air freshener, which is Sakura scented, and it's amazing. We got Dishworks on there. The whole fuel system in this car is Dishworks. The rear is Radium. We've got Radium on there. The fuel cell and the fuel pump setup that they sent us for this is absolutely amazing. I love this thing. It's great. We have a fuel sending unit, so we know how much gas is in the car. Sorry, E85. It's honestly epic. Just Engineering, the front angle kit, and soon to be the rear kit as well. That just arrived. We'll be putting that on for the next round. And then K&N, best air filters in the business as well as oil filters. We got both of those on the car. GCG turbos, they overhaul and build and rebuild turbos no matter what they are, as well as they are the biggest distributor in Australia, I think New Zealand, and Japan for Garrett turbos, so make sure you hit them up. Obviously, BC Racing for the coilovers, Bride seats, and then I'm trying to think if we missed anything. Oh, Link, how did we miss out on Link? Whole car is powered by Link, Siki, Side X, Gaia Factory, the Sim guys, and Sway, the Chris who designed the whole livery. I think we covered everyone. Oh, Plaza Man, the intake manifold. There'll be a few more we'll be adding on during the year, I'm sure. But for now, that's it. I'm sorry if I missed anyone. I think we covered everyone. Oh, and the most important sponsor of all is Steve. Because every time I break stuff, he fixes it. We're not going to talk about this. We are not going to talk about this. Good luck, though. That was a mouthful, a lot of companies to go through, and I definitely didn't say as much as I wanted to, but I didn't want this whole video to just turn into a massive like advertisement, if that makes sense. But at the same time, it kind of is. So I hope you guys are excited. Let me know in the comment section, what's your favorite part about this year's livery? I still think it's the water and the water style behind it from Demon Slayer. Oh, I forgot Advan wheels, guys. How did I forget that? Anyways, I hope we didn't forget anyone else. I'm a mess right now. I'm exhausted. I didn't sleep much, and now we got a 4-hour drive back to the shop, and it's 8 p.m., so we got to go through the night a bit. But guys, massive thank you to not only all the amazing companies that jumped on board this season, but you guys as well, because I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing or be in this position whatsoever if it wasn't for you guys tuning in and watching my videos every day. So right now, if you haven't subscribed yet, smash that button, join the journey, write a comment, hit like. It all does magic things for the algorithm and means that our videos do better. So do that. Anyways, we're gonna load this thing up and we're gonna head back to Yokohama, Tokyo. We've got the car loaded up on the truck and we're actually already on our way home. We're about an hour away from Side X and we're gonna pull into this PA and get something to eat because we're both starving. We didn't eat. It took us so long to get the livery done, but you know what? I have a whole nother level of appreciation for guys that do that. While usually I would pay someone to do that work, it just wasn't going to work out with the timeline and everything, and everyone was so busy and just how last minute everything was. It's just what happened. But anyways, enough chit chat. Let's go get some food. The ramen was good. It's the next day. Good morning. It is not raining, which is a good sign so far. But we are all packed and ready at the workshop to head to Suzuka Twin. Car looks amazing. We got the team with us. We got Josh, we got Daiki, we got Enzo. We've got Mitsuo joining us as well at the track, which will be awesome. What do you guys think about the car?
Love it. Looks good.
Looks good? Yeah. Sorry, I just put these guys on the spot. But yeah. I mean, look, I'm definitely not, I'll be the first to admit, I'm not a livery, like I'm not good at installing liveries, but I think we did a really good job. I'm sure there's a couple stickers that are a little crooked and not perfectly straight or centered, but hey, you know what? It's on the car, and that's all that matters. So a pretty bad turn of events. The CAN bus network, I don't know if it's shorted out or what's happened, but my keypad for the PDM is completely dead. It's not controlling anything. We went and did continuity checks on everything on the CAN network. It seems to be working fine. Everything seems to be wired correctly, but we have no idea and I have no control over anything. We just did the inspection, everything passed. We just need to get this working so we can obviously, one, start and run the car, as well as lights and wipers and all the stuff that you need to be able to, you know, compete in one of these competitions and to make it a functioning car. I kind of regret going to a CAN keypad at this moment, just because now I don't have physical switches, which means that would be so much easier. We're relying on a CAN network. Now that shouldn't necessarily be an issue. It's just, I have no idea why this has happened and it's super frustrating. But tonight's gonna be a long night. I'm glad it happened now. We have a chance to make the competition still. We've been grinding for like the last week and a half, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm mentally and physically exhausted and drained. But I will be damned if we don't give it our best to try and make the comp tomorrow. So we're loading up the car now on the truck and we're gonna go to Gifu, gonna go back to Ion. We found a spare keypad. Looks like this one may be fried. And we're gonna try and sort this out tonight and then get back here in time for tomorrow's competition. We can't sleep. Yeah, I'll give you guys an update when I can feel like picking up the camera. This isn't good. This isn't what I wanted, but we'll get it resolved.